Hello YouTube, it's me, Jobta, back at it again with another video. So, we just got a simple one for you today. I've seen a fair few videos of what if all Pokemon had two types, or what if all Pokemon only had one. But I haven't seen a video tackling the moves for that. Let me just go through all the moves that I think that could apply to. If you like the video, subscribe, do all that nonsense. Let's go. There will be a fair few signature moves, I don't care. Apple Acid. It's currently grass type, but every single other acid move has been poison. Apple Acid, grass poison. Armor Cannon is described as shooting armor, so while it is also fire, this should also be a steel type move. It's literally armor. Beak Blast, flying and fire. It is a beak blasting fire. That's what it is. I think they wanted to have two cannon be fire flying, but literally just had Talonflame. Bitter Blade could be both fire and ghost. It, and I quote, focuses its bitter feelings towards the world of the living. By that point, it's more ghost than fire. Blaze Kick, firefighting, very standard. Bleak Wind Storm, an awesome name for a move. The description talked about savagely cold winds, so flying and ice. Blood Moon, very easy, normal dark. A Blood Moon in particular is a very dark thing. Alright, we've officially hit the first punch move, being Bullet Punch. So, I'm just gonna state, every single punch move that isn't already fighting could also be fighting. Burning Jealousy has about as many fire type uses as Ghost or Dark uses. Ghost and Dark fit for it, but I'm leaning more towards Dark, because Jealousy, Envy is a sin, sin's a Dark. And you know what? Dark is Lariat. Could be dark and fighting. People got mad and said it could be firefighting. Well, now its signature move is dark and fighting. It's literally a wrestling move. Alright, Doom Desire, I just want to change the whole type. Why is it steel? The name is either dark or psychic, and its effect is streams fire. It's concentrated light, and in Gen 3, specifically concentrated harsh sunlight. For the sake of, I'll keep it steel and then tack on dark or psychic, but realistically, it's not a steel type move. I'm sorry, Jirachi. Dragon Ascent. Dragon Ascent. Ascent flying. Dragon. That would be a flying dragon move. Electro Web, it's pretty standard as well. Electric and Bug. All the other web moves are bug type outside of Toxic Thread. Esper Wing. Wing. Now, a facade is a lie, which sort of just sounds more like a dark type thing. Same goes for Fake Out, False Swipe, and Feint. Why is First Impression Bug? Other than it being signature move of a bug type for a bit. Just make it normal, but for the sake of this video, bug and normal, I guess. Freeze Shock and its counterpart Ice Burn should be Ice Electric and Ice Fire respectively. Geomancy, just by name alone, should be Fairy and Ground. Geomancy is literally Earth Magic, or Earth Divination, which is like the true origin of what Geomancy comes from. Speaking of Ground, why is High Horsepower Ground? Just make it normal. Ground normal, I guess. Infernal Parade, they gave new moves to the starters that reflect their new types. I get that. Infernal Parade still says Ghost and Fire. It literally uses fireballs. Meteor Mash is weird, right? It's just a hard punch. If it's just a punch that's like a meteor, I guess Steel and Fighting fits, but then also Rock and Fighting would. So there are 3 different mirror moves, and they cannot agree on what type it is. Frankly, I don't know either, but I wanted to mention it. Muddy Water, easy, ground, water. Mystical Fire uses a special hot fire, as opposed to the regular cool fire of all the other fire type moves. Fire and Psychic, it's mystical. Okay, so what type do you think the move Oblivion Wing is? Did you guess it was flying? Well, now it's flying and dark, because that just makes sense. Plasma Fist, add fighting, cause punching. And you know what, Poison Jab 2. Jabs are a boxing move. Pounce is in the same place as First Impression, where it should just be normal move. So bug and normal. I probably could have said the same thing for Lunge, but I forgot to, so Lunge as well. Now I've been fairly lenient with Wind. There's been Icy Wind, there's been Fairy Wind, but I haven't touched it. Razor Wind is just flying though. It's all wind. There's no other aspect to it. So it should just be flying for the sake of normal and flying. Going back to the Genie's signature moves, Sand, Sea, Storm can be ground and flying. We could just apply that mentality to the other two remaining Storm moves. Spring Trap is 1000% a Steel move. Why the hell is it Grass? The Pokemon it comes from isn't even Grass type. I don't get it. Steamroller also makes no sense. It's Bug because signature move is Scolipede. Even though it says Steamroller, the description is just it rolling around. So normal still makes more sense here. Steel Wing. Come on. Going back to the high horsepower situation, Stomping Tantrum. It's a tantrum! Babies have tantrums, and babies aren't ground types. You can still kill them with electricity. Okay, and now we get to the special guy. Tri Attack. By its definition, fire, ice, and electric at once. For the record, here are all the types that would actually be good against. Drop Kick, Grass, Fighting. Serena could have been fighting, but they just didn't. And the final one is Twister, which should be flying. Why is it Dragon? And those are all the ones that I thought. If you want to have a look through the whole list and see what other ones I could have added, by all means, go for it. I know this is a fairly short video, but I still had fun with it. I hope you did too. This has been Jorpta. Catches.